Saw you through the window. You made it.
Made it? You call coming back here, stuck back in this Bathhole Street of all the streets in the world? You call that? You call this making it?
Don't start. I meant back. You made it back.
Yeah. You're still stuck, still the same.
Do you remember that game we used to play? The floor's lava and if you step on it, you're out. It's like that. How are you?
Hello, by the way.
Hi.
Hello, Sisko.
Don't call me that.
Little Sisko.
Don't, Kay.
It's your name, isn't it? What are you doing in the loft?
It's like the lava game. It's real. There's a flood coming. I don't know if you've noticed, you've been too busy bumming around the planet, haven't you? Anyway, there's this flood coming. It's a big, bad flood. So it's probably a very good idea to get up high and stop fiddling around smoking in the garden.
Shut up, Mum. That's when I wondered why you're up in the loft, spying through a skylight. Now I'm wondering why all the candles and the camera, and why the loft looks like a Catholic mass. Did you join a cult again? Or are we shooting a music video?
Not a cult, but the first one. I found God.
What? In the loft?
No, within.
Within what?
Within everyone.
Even me? Yeah.
No, in everyone but you. You're the exception. Hey.
Weirdo Sisko. Did your congregation?
What, the toys?
No, not the toys. The audience.
Well, I don't know, I think they're dad's. He used to say he loved an audience. Do you remember? I think they must be that. The toys?
The toys, the audience, the candles and the camera and you.
Well, the camera's for posterity, for the survivors. You know, fudge you, Kay. I saw you stride down the street like you have done since you were 10, like you own the place, and I thought, no, I'm going to be nice this time. I'm going to be the bigger sister. But no, you're still a twat. 3 years later, you really test my Christian resolve.
Creepy Christo weirdo, Sister Sisko the nun. Please keep your Christian crap to yourself. This house is hell. Dad's in Gaga land, Mum's talking to plants, and you're talking to God. I'm Christian, I anyway.
Just Christian?
Oh, so the kind so self-righteous it doesn't need a proper name.
What?
I lost it.
Mum's talking to the plants.
Yeah. I came in, she said Catherine, I called back, she nearly died. She wasn't talking to me, she was holding court with a pot plant.
Which one?
The one in the hall.
Oh yeah, she named that one Catherine.
Yeah,
Okay, after you.
pretty.
And the rest of the world?
Good. Stuff happened. It's not like here like that, you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I would.
No, you don't like stuff happening. You like stuff nice and stagnant.
No, it's not that bad here, Kay.
Not that bad here. It's so bad here. Everyone here is here. Things are so bad. These people would rather be stuck up here in a loft watching us two fuck about than be out and about in Dulceville, Spa upon Heath and whatever the bank knows.
Look, if you're not going to roll me a cigarette, then you can get out of my loft.
I would have if you'd had it with snorkels, ingrate. And it's not your loft?
Yeah it is.
No, it's not. It's closer to my room and I got here first.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. I was watching you out the window before you even set foot on the ladder to the loft.
I mean, I was on the planet first. I was born first. So get down on the ladder out of my loft. Leave with the candles, take the audience, and stop trying to rinse me out backy.
I like being the only child for once.
You were always an only child. I never claimed you.
You're so annoying.
You can't be. It's your religion.
It's...
A sacrament.
No,
A commandment.
No, fuck off.
Don't swear in my loft. You're too young.
Don't smoke in mine. You're too stupid.
That doesn't look good.
No, that doesn't look good.
Is that why we're a nun now?
Maybe, probably, a bit. And we should talk more than we do now that you're back.
Why? Aren't you going?
Well, going where?
Uni or whatever.
Well, there's a flood.
So why talk?
Well, that could be the silver lining.
Do you see a silver lining? Have you seen the size of the cloud? As you pointed out, it's full of a fuck-off big flood. Biblical, little Sisko. Biblical. Look that up in the good book.
I don't have a good book.
The good book, not any good book. Call yourself a nun.
I don't call myself a nun. You call me a nun. Look, I'm just saying, it could be like before Dad got sick and we grew up arguing.
You started it.
How?
I was 12, you were 7. It was the year 2001 AD. It was summer, it was sunny, and we were in the garden.
You're making this up.
I'm not. It was sunny, we were in the garden, and you killed my snake.
Well, you made it eat my hamster.
I
I love that hamster, and you made your stupid snake eat it.
It wasn't stupid.
It was stupid. Why the fuck did they let you have a snake? Why couldn't you have just had a hamster?
I
garden.
It is far, far more natural for a snake to be in the garden, in the grass, than a hamster.
Well, the hamster was having a lovely time. It was in its hole, rolling around. You didn't have to put your stupid snake in there with it.
You didn't then have to scream and kick the ball into the pond.
Yeah, but then you didn't have to push me into the pond after
Well,
it.
you didn't then have to hold the ball under the water like the weirdo psycho 7-year-old you were. I knew from that point on that you were no sister of mine. You were a snake-killing lunatic, and it was my job on this earth to make sure the whole world knew it.
What was it called?
It was a she. She was called Hermione.
Yes. It's a dumb name for a snake.
Let's back to the Nibbles. Nibbles the stupid one.
It was 7.
It had to die. It had to die. Hermione did not.
Well, I forgive you for killing my hamster.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. But I forgive Hermione.
That's why it's to death, you batshit numbit.
Yeah, okay, but I forgive her, so can we just talk more than we do?
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
You don't know. Here I am, keen and able, and with only a few precious hours on this earth before a flood falls down and drowns us both in this mentalist hamster we're in, and you don't know what you want to talk about?
No,
After that eulogy, Psycho Sisko.
I don't know. Let's just talk about anything. Dad, the flood, the fact that you're a mentalist and we should have known it when you got given a snake for a pet age 12. I don't know. Been around the world, just tell me about it.
Oh, I know. Maybe we should dress up in our pajamas, eat ice cream, and talk about boys.
Really? Should we?
Let's just stay as we are in a loft, waiting for a flood to come that will wipe out all life on Earth, and you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I can sit in this loft and smoke, trying to avoid candles.
We won't wipe out all life on Earth.
No?
No. We're sending out boats when it reaches a certain level.
Loft level?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, will I keep an eye out for this highly unlikely boat? You start.
Wait. What? Do you hear that? It's Mum. What? One sec. Don't start flying, okay? Please stay.
Promise.
Good.
Never seen so many eyes wasted so badly. Looky, looky. How can somebody in a business like yours go around with a contraption like that? Give it here. Do you want water? Don't die. I'll get you water. Stay there. Don't move. Don't die. Until later. Every gun makes its own tune.
Ready or not, I'm coming.
Tickets, tickets, please. Tickets, tickets. Thank you. Tickets. Tickets, please. What have you done, Alice?
Sisko the snake killer. You?
I haven't been blessed with a name. My mother, God rest her soul, gave it away to a cactus when I was a young'un. What you got in the box there, Sisko?
Dad, didn't want them to get wet in the flood. The water's already started coming through the front door.
You should talk to Tuco here. He knows a thing or two about getting wet, don't you, Tuco? You're liable to catch a cold now, aren't you, Tuco? Or a bullet? Now hold it right there, Sisko Snake Killer. I can fire this here gun fast and you can fire that hook and bow and arrow contraption. You dropped your records. That can't be good from now, can it? How about you play us one?
Why should I?
Because in this world, there's only two kinds of people, Sisko Snake Killer. Those with loaded guns and those who put on tunes. Am I right, Tuco?
Which one?
You know which one, you dumb Injun.
It's Native American, not Indian.
Sorry, Native American Injun.
Well, you have spirit, white man.
Lord, you cray-cray, snake-killing, Cisco, loco, ho-hum, savage, Native American Injun. For I do to you what I did to Tuco here, for not holding a ticket. Play the damn record, Cisco, snake killer. Now I bet I can fire this here gun faster than you can fire that hook and bow and arrow contraption.
Ma, I didn't hear what the bet was.
Your life.
My life says I can.
And we got us here a stalemate.
We should be nice to each other.
So you say, because the flood's coming.
Because it's the end of the world.
You better go then.
Well, you better stay then.
Stay and be nice.
Stay and be nice and tell stories. I put these in so we can tell stories.
So start telling a story, Snake Killer.
You first.
You were starting.
You were here first.
Bullshit.
It's a rule. Tell me about America.
It was good.
Hey,
It was good.
did you meet anyone?
Sisko.
Hey. You're ridiculous. There's a flood coming and you fill a water pistol with it. That's why I still love you, big sister, in spite of the hamster incident. No, truce. We had a truce.
Cross your
Okay.
fingers.
Did you love him?
I did. Shut up.
Did you though?
Shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There's an old Native American philosophy. If you look up at the moon, the one that you love's probably looking up at it with you.
It's not Walt Disney. That's not Native American, it's Walt Disney. And what's more, it's bullshit. He lives in California. And he's looking up at the moon, the sun's coming up over here. He's a whole yesterday away. Look at us, talking.
Yeah. Took a Mexican standoff, but we're talking.
Yeah. Mexico is great.
Are you going to tell me about it?
No. This all going to be about me?
It will be at first. You were here first, so it's got to be about you first. Tell me a story.
What did Mum want?
No, tell me a story first.
Sisko,
Story.
really? What did Mum want?
Story first.
Fine. No, you know what? That line.
Why?
What? Why are you always making me tell you my stories, living my lives? Get your own, I'm not Dad.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like that, Kay. You know
No,
I
no,
didn't.
it's fine. You know what? You want a story? I'll tell you a story that'll make you drown like Tuco here. That's Uncle Midas. Not the famous one, this one's called John. John Midas. Man everyone loved. But unlike his namesake, it wasn't what he'd wished for. This love that people had for him, that all people had for him, it wasn't just attraction or admiration or all that. It was all-consuming, head over heels adoration. Let me explain. His parents didn't just love him, they fell in love with him. They gave him all they could give and wasted away. When he grew up, he wanted out of there, naturally enough. They wouldn't want him to. He escaped in the end. Ran away without their say-so. Leaving a series of broken friendships, lopsided loves, and confused members of the general fucked up public in his wake. Met Mrs. Makepeace on the way up there. She had on this prescription voice, as though I'd somehow gotten better by being back at home, as though I'd been in prison or rehab or somewhere other than a dozen countries she never has or will set foot in.
So, John Midas, that's your story?
Yeah.
Right.
What's yours?
Oh, it's about his shadow. So that's why you left there and you were too loved.
Hey, I didn't say that.
You left because we loved you, because I loved you, and Mum loved you, and Dad loved you, and Mrs. Makepeace loved you.
Mrs. Makepeace is a shit. This dripping is driving me batshit. Can you please play the record?
No.
You can do one of Dad's.
Which one?
Get one of them, I'll show you.
One of what?
Your congregation.
Well, what, an audience member?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a bit weird?
You're dressed like Sacagawea, could it be weirder?
Probably not.
Probably not, no. Go get one. A boy, not too short. Wait.
We're waiting.
Put this on.
Me or him?
Him. Lose the flower, You can be deaf. When I say deaf turns right, you turn right. Try it. Deaf turns right. Good. Left turns left. Got it. Okay, this way, ready? You be you, he'll be deaf.
And you?
Me.
Oh, is that one?
Mhm.
Cool.
Deaf, ready? Deaf walks among us. Distracted. Deaf walks among us round the circle. Death walks among us, distracted. Like the rest of us, he can't quite remember why he's here. Letting long lives boil over and spoil the broth, the stove and the spark that set them to. hairless, skinless, fleshless scalp. Trash. And walks on down the high street, window shopping the latest shade of black. He captures himself as the cause of a gasp and immediate antidotal awkward smile as another gasp notes his appalling skin condition. Death feels a phantom blush on the cheeks he doesn't have. He shifts his 8-foot-something bulk from the window of H&M towards home. Home and the latest episode of the latest Swedish/Danish TV show, not yet remade in English. He's enjoying it. Something about Sweden reminds him of life's bigger questions. And chess.
Are you deaf?
Asks Sisko. Death, startled, turns away and carries on in the opposite direction, reaching automatically for the side he'd misplaced on Chiltern Railways long, long ago.
I said, are you deaf?
Asks Sisko, clarifying.
Can you hear me?
Pause.
I want my hamster back.
Death turns away from the aggressive cray-cray and heads again for home. Sisko, unrelenting, stops him.
Stop! I want my hamster back and my sister Snake, kind of.
Death faces Sisko and sees her for what she is. A little girl, fearless, more afraid of her big sister than him. The 8-foot-something bulk of Grim. What was it, Grim? What was it? He had a name once, if not a face. It hung somewhere in the air or the window of Topshop. What was his name? What were those bigger questions that Sweden reminded him of? Death can't remember who he is. Death forgot long ago. Death shrugs.
Oh, I'm sorry, mister, for the inconvenience.
Sisko holds out her hand to Death. That's him, Mr. Inconvenience.
Me too.
You too. Death, surer now, holds out his and they shake.
I kind of killed my sister's snake because my sister's snake killed my hamster. That kind of killed any of us still talking in 10 years' time. But I'd like them back now, please. That's Nibbles and Hermione. Hermione's the snake and Nibbles is the hamster.
But Death isn't listening. He lets go of Sisko's hand and raises both hands to his hairless, skinless, fleshless scalp. This talk of killing, his hand touching hers. Sisko, no!
There! Now you do what I say. Kay Cassidy rushes to help her little sister, Sisko the Sundance Kid, from the clutches of the lately amnesiac Grim Reaper. His hands are still on his head. Suddenly it all comes back to him. The scythe, his purpose, chess on a beach with a Swedish knight. How did it happen? How did he forget? Questions he can ask later, but now he has only one. A question for the unwashed, somewhat slightly dazed girl in front of him. Death points an accusing finger at her.
Who am I?
She?
Talon.
That's Kay. Think Karl Marx with a Kalashnikov, a kid you cannot kill, a kind of kelpie kitted in kettle sticks with Kemp and Casimir. She's kicked off everywhere from here to Kansas, to the Kalahari, to Kahulaway. She is a kaleidoscope kin, a kleptomaniac in Kingstone, Kingpin, kick back to Kitsch. She will keenly kick you, kidnapper, back to Kingdom Come. Keyhold under the curb, the kissing crust of the earth. Keep safe, killer. That's Kay Cassidy, my kindred kook, and kudos to her.
They're slightly clocking out more kilometres than Kara, right? And I'm guessing you missed out the bit about being a keen-sided kickboxing kangaroo for the sake of the audience? Yeah. Cool. That would have been embarrassing for all of us. Well remembered otherwise.
Thanks. Death points. Death points his accusing finger at Kay and looks from Sisko to Kay and from Kay to Sisko. He takes a kind of pity on them. The kind of pity that only Death would have, that only Death could have. He'll let them have the snake and hamster back in exchange for one of them. Death looks from Kay to Sisko.
Rain. Bored. Weird. Another time, yeah?
Oh, I can't remember. I missed that story.
He made that up to make you feel better about the garden incident, right?
Yeah, but he still made you the hero. He was always making you the hero.
He's always making us do something, be something. Is. Always. Had an obvious for 5 years between us, and Dad not gone and gotten sick. There have been stories of Sisko the hero too.
Yeah, maybe.
I know know so, Sisko. I was just a bit older, so I got a bit more. A bit more to do in the stories, a bit more of him before he started draining away. You'd have moved out of the psychic role.
I like the psychic role.
You still do. That's the fucking problem. You're still supporting my role I never wanted and loving it. A girl Robin, the girl Wonder. Well, I'm left to wonder why my sister was ever my shadow and never my friend.
Right.
No, Sisko.
No, it's okay. It's fine. I thought you couldn't handle Dad's Alzheimer's, but now it's his stories too. His loving you too much. And me being the psychic. Wasn't there anything here that you liked? What about Mum?
No, what other reason?
He got diagnosed and you left.
I had uni.
Well, why did you even bother coming back?
That's a flood.
No, really.
I ran out of money. When I first saw you in the hospital, you were red and small. I put my finger into the crib, lifted over you by Dad, and you grabbed on. Your tiny little fist, I couldn't shake it. Apparently all babies do that. Instinct. That's how I see this place. One great big baby fist that can't be shaken, and you never stop clinging on. In a good way. Sisko, don't make me be nice. I don't do kind. I'm a keystone kingpin, kick back to kitsch, not kind. If you played the record like I'd asked, we wouldn't be fighting.
How?
It would have distracted. Come on, Sisko, skip to the record. This dripping is driving me batshit. You know which song you said. You said if I told you another story, one of Dad's, you'd play the song.
Yeah, well, you cheated because you used an audience member.
That's not cheating, Sisko. Sailor. I'll do...
Do what?
No.
Oh. Really?
Yes.
But you haven't done that since...
Dad. Yeah. Or maybe.
Well, either this or you tell me about Mexico.
Deal, this.
Do you remember the actions?
Yes, Sisko. I invented them.
Good.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. 10. Ground control to Major Tom. 7. 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 2. Checking and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Ranger Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door. And I'm floating in a peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For you, I'm like sitting in a tin can. On the world. I'm feeling very scared, and I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom?
Can you hear me, Major Tom? What?
Mum, want me a cigarette?
It was the worst of times. A dark, foolish, incredulous time. Winter of despair, season of darkness, and we didn't know where we were going. We were in our spaceship, going anywhere but heaven. Heaven we pulled down long ago, and this spaceship ain't gonna pick it up again. This is Major Tom. And that was my planet, my Earth. And it was good. Once. I'm transmitting this because, well, someone's got to survive the flood, haven't they?
I wanted to help Dad.
What's that?
I was thinking,
A rescue ship?
planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can do. That way you came up with the idea of the flood.
Oh yeah, that, the hole in the roof, and from Dad.
Dad? Yeah, it's all from Dad.
Well, I kind of imagined it like a water rising, with different levels getting washed away in turn. Say something.
What?
Say something. Anything, for posterity.
Dad. Dad told me to. I went away, so I saw his decline differently. Every time I came back, he was a lot more lost. That's why he asked me. When I was going back for the first term of the second year, he gave me a letter. It's for Mum. Explained why he'd asked me to. If I came back one time and he was lost altogether, why he'd asked me to give him too much of his lesson. That's why I ran away. It wasn't you or the stories or Midas or Mrs. Makepeace or even the Alzheimer's. Really, it was that. Who would ask that of their kid? Was he testing me? Were the stories rehearsals?
You were right, we should talk more.